Hello there and welcome to a new car video from TWI and Sons. Okay, so here we have the Mazda CX-30 and this is the GT Sport and it's the 2-litre 186 PS engine, so it's the SKYACTIV-X. For those of you who aren't familiar with the SKYACTIV-X, the CX-30 actually comes in two engines. It comes in a SKYACTIV-G, which is your normal petrol engine. The SKYACTIV-X is still a petrol engine, but it works a little bit like a diesel. So it works on compression. In layman's terms, the fuel consumption's better, and you essentially get more miles out of the car. Now, this car comes in the Mica Jet Black, and it's actually one of our demonstrators. We registered it on Monday, so a couple of days ago now. It's I think when I got out of the car it had done 15 miles, so it's barely been used at all. The car is as new, so the purpose of the video really is just to run you through some of the key features on the car, show you the overall look and some of the lines on the car. And as I mentioned, because it is a demonstrator, we have to keep it on site for at least 3 months before we can let the car go. Having said that, we can pre-sell the car and we can guarantee the mileage for you, just so you know that it's not going to go over or exceed a certain mileage. The car will only be used for absolute essential use, such as test drives, but it absolutely wouldn't go out as a courtesy car or be taken home or anything like that. And if I just show you around the front of the car, so where you can see the badge, there's actually a radar built into there, so you can the car comes with radar cruise control. If you're not familiar with that, it's very good. Personally, I didn't used to like using cruise control. I always like to be, feel like I was in control of the car, but radar cruise control works brilliantly. Essentially, just to give you an idea how it works, if you're on the motorway and you set your speed to, let's say, 70 miles an hour, if the car in front of you slows down, if there's a bit of traffic or someone pulls out in front of you, the car can read the distance between you and the car in front, and it will automatically slow down, and then when the traffic in front speeds back up, you'll go back to the speed you originally set. So it works very well, especially in an automatic, because you don't have to drop down the gears if the car slows down, so it works very effectively. If I give you a close-up of the alloy wheels, and if I just open the boot just to give you a comparison for size, and it's got the automatic tailgate. There you go, so plenty of room. If you're a golfer, plenty of room to get your golf clubs in there. We've had a couple of people actually bring their golf clubs into the showroom because they wanted to test to see if it would go in the boot. Fits perfectly. And just up there, you've got your locking button to lock the rest of the car, and then you've got the button to shut the to close the boot. So I'll just show you that. There you go. And if I just show you the inside of the car, it's locked itself. If I just unlock it here, there we go. So comes standard with the black leather trim. In the video it almost looks like a kind of maroony brown colour. It's not, it is black leather. It's just where you see the little holes in the seats, it gives that kind of effect. Very nice. Now if I just go in front and run through some of the key features on the car. So you can see, being a GT Sport does benefit from having the BOSE speakers, and also the leather upholstery, as well as the electric seats here. So you've got this one here, which to adjust the seat height, and you can move it forward as well as backwards. And you've also got the lumbar support here and the back positioning here. And if I just show you over here, you've got the memory settings. So if you've got two drivers, we all know how much of a pain it is when someone moves the car or the seat positioning. It's a bit of a pain, but what you can do, if you press and hold set once you've found a position that's comfortable for you, and then you can press number 1 if you want to set yourself as number 1, and likewise for the second driver, exactly the same but as number 2. And next to it here, If you're inside the car, you can also operate the boot from here. Now, if I just get inside the car, and if I just move this seat back a little bit, just so you can see. There you go. So, as mentioned, the car's sun's blocking it a little bit, but yeah, as you can see, it's done 14 miles, so it's not done hardly anything at all. And here is the cruise control. So as I mentioned, you can set your speed as per what you normally would, and that's the distance. So you can actually adjust the distance according to how you want it. And then, as standard, across the range, you've got your automatic lights and automatic windscreen wipers. Okay, now, not quite sure how well you're going to be able to see this on camera. One of the safety features is the heads-up display, or the active colour driving display. So you might be able to see, if you look right in front of you, a little like a 0, and then next to it on the left-hand side, you probably can't read it very clearly on the video, but it says 30 miles an hour. So that actually projects straight in front of you what your speed is and what the speed limit is. So sometimes, you know, you can be driving through country lanes and you're not quite sure what the speed limit is, but it's picked up by the GPS and it will project it right in front of you, so you always know what the speed limit is. As well as that, when you've got the sat nav on, it will also put the arrows on there and it tell you where and when to come off. So that's very handy. Means you don't have to keep looking at the entertainment screen to see where the exit is. Now, if I pop this car into reverse just to show you the reversing camera. There you go. So you've got the front and rear parking sensors, as well as the reversing camera, which is very clear. And you've also got, as you can see, if you've got an Apple phone or an Android, it does have Apple and Android CarPlay, which is very good, especially if you're used to using Google Maps or Waze. I will say the sat nav on this is very, very easy to use, very clear as well. However, if you're used to using Google Maps, and everyone knows Waze is very good as well, they've got brilliant updates in terms of traffic updates. So if you're going on a long distance journey, that comes in very handy. And you've got your DAB radio, as well as the FM, and it does also have Bluetooth. So if you don't want to pair it up to the Android or the Apple CarPlay, you can still stream your music through the car via the Bluetooth, as well as syncing all of your contacts onto the car. Now, if I go back to the home screen, the heads-up display, you can adjust the setting in here if you want to adjust the height, especially if there's two people driving the car. If one's slightly taller than the other, active drive and display. If I click on height, if I just show you, you might be able to see it moving up and down in front of you, so you can adjust that to whatever position is suitable or comfortable to yourself. And just down here, most of this is very self-explanatory, but you've got your heated seats in the front. There you go, so that's the passenger and the driver's seat, and you've also got your heated steering wheel there, as well as your climate control. So very easy and self-explanatory. So you can have it different on both sides, and then if you want it the same, if you press sync, and it will match the driver's side. And here are the shortcut buttons. So you've got that's your home screen, and you've got your entertainment there, and then the sat nav. And this here, if you're someone that's not familiar with an automatic handbrake, it's very, very easy to use. It's a little bit like using a normal handbrake, ups on, downs off. You probably won't be able to hear it in the video. If I just pop my foot on the brake here, if I press that down, so I can hear it, I can also feel it, I can feel the handbrake releasing, and then to activate it again, foot on the brake and lift it up, and that turns it on. And the good thing is, while you're driving, you don't necessarily need to use the handbrake. It's got the automatic hill hill assist. So for example, if you're on a hill and you're stuck in traffic, or you're stuck at traffic lights, easiest thing to do, pop the car into neutral, hold it with the foot brake, and then when you put it back into first to get the biting point, it's got an automatic handbrake which lasts for about 4 seconds, so you're not going to roll back, and it definitely comes in very handy. And then you've got a bit of space in the armrest here. If I just turn the camera around, and with this one you slide it back and lift it up there, and you can see just down there, so you've got your USB, and then you've got your standard kind of old what used to be a cigarette lighter, and then to the left of that, which you probably won't need to use, is the SD card, which normally gets updated every time you bring the car in for servicing. You can do it yourself at home, but to be honest, you probably won't need to. And if I just close that, and I'm just going to step outside of the car and just give you a quick look at the sunroof. So if I open it just there, if I just get outside just to give you a better view, there we go. So you can have it all the way back. If I close it, and then you can also tilt it so it's open a little bit at the back. So if I just close that, because it has been raining, so I don't want the car to get wet. And if I just turn the engine off, and in fact, before I do that, I'll just show you something else with the wing mirrors. So you can select, it's selected on the right side at the moment. So if I just pop this car into reverse, and you can see the wing mirrors automatically dip down, which assists when you park, and it comes in very handy. And you can just change that from the right side to the left side. And then if you're going for width restricted, you can press that button and that will fold your wing mirrors in. Now, if I just turn the engine off and show you the outside of the car one last time. Now, if I lock the car, or if I was to walk away, the car would automatically lock, and you can see the wing mirrors will fold in automatically. There you go. So lovely car, really, really nice, beautiful spec. If you've got any questions at all, please feel free to give us a call here at TW Sons in Orpington. Myself and my colleagues will be more than happy to answer any questions you've got, and we hope to hear from you soon. Bye for now.